Hello. Analytical community in touch GURU.Markets. Thank you for watching our review. Now we will consider the current performance of the company Tractor Supply Company, TSCO, ticker, TSCO. This review is based on current information as of June 30, 2024. By classification GURU.Markets company Tractor Supply Company belongs to the subcategory Retail Prom. 24 organizations take part in the analysis. This is quite representative. Let's start with general information about the company. A little further we will consider each parameter in more detail. If you want, you can put a stop. We suggest studying all the parameters of the organization more thoroughly. You can view the database with the classification of tickers using the link in the pinned comment. Well, let's finally begin. Market capitalization of the company Tractor Supply Company, TSCO, is $29.11 billion. And the capitalization of the subcategory is $138 billion. Tractor Supply Company accounts for a share of 21.128%. This is one of the leaders in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is $2.11 billion. And the capitalization of the subcategory is $26 billion. Tractor Supply Company accounts for a share of 8.054%. Having made a comparison of the occupied shares of stock exchange and balance sheet capitalization, we see the following. Shared Tractor Supply Company in the subcategory when assessing market value is 21.128%. The balance sheet capitalization is 8.054%. Which is 62% less than the share of market value. Assessment of the company's share of market and balance capitalization in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. Total company assessment Tractor Supply Company will be demonstrated at the end of the video. Please watch the logic of the analysis to the end. The debts of the organization under study amount to $5.054 billion. Debt to book value represents 239.5% of the company's equity. Result on the company's financial obligations, very bad, -2 points. The balance of the company's market value to profit corresponds to 26.3. With an average for the subcategory of 29.9, this is 12% lower than in the subcategory. Assessment of the company's market value to its profit in comparison with subcategory companies. Good, 1 point. Profit for the last 12 months was $1,122 million. Forward earnings for the next 12 months are expected to be $1,236 million. 10.1% more than currently. Estimation of the expected future profit indicator in comparison within the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. Company price to revenue ratio 2. The average in the subcategory is 0.8, which is 150% higher than in the subcategory. Assessment of the company's market value to its revenue in comparison with the indicators in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. Revenue for the last 12 months was $14,650 million. Forward revenue for the next 12 months is tentatively expected to be $16,140 million. And this is 10% more than at the current moment. Estimation of expected future sales compared to subcategory performance. Good, 0.5 points. The margin is 7.7%, with an average for the subcategory of 2.8%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 4.9%. Assessment of sales profitability in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The company's share by number of employees by subcategory is 8.814%, which is 140% less than the market capitalization share. And this fact reflects the discrepancy between the market value of the company Tractor Supply Company, TSCO, probably towards revaluation. The amount of capital per company employee is $582,000, whereas for the subcategory it is $243,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the organization's indicators is 139.5%. Estimation of the amount of market capital per employee in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Tolerable, 0 points. The profit per individual employee of the company is $22,400. The average in the subcategory is $8,100. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 176%. Estimation of profit for each employee of the company in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The organization's revenue per employee is $293,000. In the subcategory $295,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 1%. Estimated sales per individual employee compared to subcategory sales. Tolerable, 0 points. The volume of sales transactions corresponds to 6%, with an average for the subcategory of 7.5%. This is an assessment of the risk of a short squeeze. Indicator RSI, 14, shows a level of 45% for the company Tractor Supply Company, TSCO. Whereas for the subcategory this level is approximately 43%. Technically, subcategory securities are valued in the same way as stocks Tractor Supply Company, TSCO. Comparing the price movement of a company's shares Tractor Supply Company and subcategory companies. We can see that over the last 12 months the company's shares Tractor Supply Company showed a change of 24.7%. Against price changes in the subcategory -1.8%. This does not clearly indicate anything, but it is necessary to keep this fact in mind. Overall result, -1 out of 10 points. The average for the subcategory is 1.5 points. If you look very broadly within the US market in aggregate, we see that the average result for the US stock market in total is 0.4 points. Against a score of -1 point for the company Tractor Supply Company, TSCO. Let's look at the table of orders. It is available to everyone. A link to it is in the pinned comment. The order table contains all publicly made decisions by the information and reference system GURU.Markets. Access to the order table is free and free. Link in pinned comment. As a result of the valuation of the company's shares Tractor Supply Co. Help system GURU.Markets, the following decision is made. Do not open a deal due to Tractor Supply Company, TSCO, overvalued subcategory company. Thank you to the audience for watching this video and for using the information system, GURU.Markets. You all really are the most excellent audience.